Jerk face, why are you so mean? Jerk face, why don't you understand? Good morning, but Jerkface doesn't respond. What's up, but Jerkface keeps on moving along. One step closer and I'll slice you in half, Jerkface says. Okay, we should work together, and Jerkface lets out a groan. It would go faster, but Jerkface goes at it alone. I got your back, but Jerkface would rather just break mine instead. Jerkface doesn't want to deal with Jerkface's tragic past. Jerkface doesn't care about anyone or death threats. Jerkface has a mask. Jerkface, why are you so mean? What is it about our faces that makes you want to break our spleens? Jerkface, why don't you understand? All that any of us wants is just to be your friend. Jerkface, you're such a jerkface. It's been a while, but Jerkface doesn't care. Did you get taller? But Jerkface has no time to spare. Jerkface is busy and doesn't want me around. Let's go together, but Jerkface walks alone. I'll call you later, but Jerkface ignores the phone. How about a challenge? But Jerkface is still hurting from the past. Jerkface is trying to deal with the demons from long ago. Jerkface will do what it takes to defeat any foe. Jerkface, why are you so mean? What is it about being together that makes you want to rave and scream? Jerkface, why don't you understand? No one here wants to defeat you or get the upper hand. Jerkface, you need a new face. Jerkface, you are a jerkface. Jerkface, what do you want from me? Jerkface, I'm trying my best, can't you see? The only thing holding you back is you. Jerkface will have to deal with Jerkface's tragic past. But Jerkface isn't alone. Yes, Jerkface has friends, in fact. Jerkface, why are you so mean? We all know you care about us underneath your frowns and screams. Jerkface, why don't you understand? All that any of us wants is just to be your friend. Jerkface, you're such a jerkface. Jerkface, you're our jerkface. Jerkface will give you some space. So put a smile on your jerkface. Jerkface, why are you so mean? Jerkface, why don't you understand? Good morning, but Jerkface doesn't respond. What's up, but but Jerkface keeps on moving along. One step closer and I'll slice you in half. Jerkface says, okay, we should work together and Hi. It's your Metric Girl virtual streamer, Dallie. Hello, everybody. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. I need to fix things. That's fine. Where's my... Hi, guys. Congrats to Flame for getting, where's the chat? Here it is. The chat always misaligns. Congrats to Flame for getting first. And hey, Fanta. I saw Fanta. Hello. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. Hello, Proteus. Found you in the art category. How are you? Awesome. I am doing okay. I'm alive and breathing, so really I shouldn't complain. Unexpectedly had some time here, so I'm just going to be working on some art. Let's change the music. Welcome in. There you go. I'm a Magical Girl VTuber, as you can see, but I also make my own art, my own model. I did the art and rigged it. I also made my little cat, and some other stuff. So I also make my own all original music. Some art streamers have asked me this, so on the off chance that you're wondering, I do traditional art. Cool! Traditional art is good too. It is in the rare times that I have motivation. Yeah, motivation definitely. I haven't always had a lot of motivation for drawing myself. Where is it? I went through Google, looked up some stock photos. I have an idea of what I want to draw. So I'm just gathering some references here. Okay, so it's kind of going to be like this way and over there. So I'm going to draw some fan art today, some Hololive fan art. I haven't been drawing a lot of fan art and I really want to draw more fan art. So that's going to be the goal today. Hi, it Chris. Hello. I do plan on using tablet with stylus one day. You know, I started off as a traditional art doer, maker, I guess. I learned how to draw on pencil and paper first. And then eventually I did some digital art on the computer and like paint with a mouse. And did some Photoshop editing with a mouse. And then eventually I moved from the Wacom, the tablets that don't have a screen. They're just like the little pen tablet thing. And then I now draw on an XP Pen Artist 12, the little tablet. So I've, you know, everything, each one has kind of a sort of different feel. I'm a little, whoa. So, it's definitely, you know, each has its own challenges and you know, pros and cons. It Chris. I have seen it Chris before. The first time chatter, and then also welcome back. Thanks for dropping in. I wasn't going to stream this time today originally, but my schedule opened up unexpectedly, so I figured that I would since I have the time, I might as well do it now. Whereas because I don't mind streaming in the afternoons. I tend to stream evening my time, but I feel like I like streaming early in the day too, though, because I feel like it's a different vibe, and I can get more things done. I can stream for longer also. Just make up. Okay. And other things, I went to Anime NYC last month. I enjoyed myself there compared to AX and LA. Cool! I did not get to go to Anime NYC for various reasons, but maybe one day I'll go. It seems really fun. I get worried about crowds. I'm not used to going to like a big giganto conventions, but one day I'll do it. I did want to go because of the Hololive concert, but I didn't. I'm still a traditional artist despite me wanting to learn digital. It's always happened at inconvenient times. Yeah, I mean, I think if you have a good traditional foundation, it makes going into digital art easier. But they're not. They have a different feel, but they're not super different. The guest surprise spur-of-the-moment art stream? Yeah, I know, isn't it crazy? Let's see. I like your model because it looks like a cheeky goblin! Thank you. Okay, I appreciate the lurk flame. I know it's at a weird time of the day. I haven't decided to cosplay, though not as outlandish character. Cosplay is fun. Unless you watch mecha punk anime, which I doubt. Sorry for assuming. This is the first time you're hearing her. Nami from Full Metal Panic, Invisible Victory. I do know of Full Metal Panic. I've never really watched it though. Maybe I should. I don't know. I have a chapter of the manga from someone from Fumofu. I have a random chapter of the manga somewhere from I don't remember. It was in a magazine, so I have that. It was like something that was randomly given to me. Reminds me of Sailor Moon, kind of. Yeah, Sailor Moon is a big inspiration for this outfit. Yes. Hi, Akira. Hello. I realized that I don't have a lot of. Let me. Do I have any pictures of what? I'm gonna draw a Hololive myth. I have no idea if I have pictures of what they look like. I don't know. Hello, everybody. Hi. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's see. Do I have anything with Ina? I'm sure I do, but it's probably not called the right thing. Ina. I kind of want to draw them. Excuse me, not in any particular outfit, just kind of casually. I have a bazillion pictures of Callie, but do I have any of Ina? Oh, look at this picture of Callie. This is a cute picture of Callie. See if I can put it in. Nope, hold on. Let's put these in the sub view. Let's see if it will let me drag and drop. Yep. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? I'm also a singer-songwriter, so you hear me do that a lot. But this is from, not this is from, but I just wanted to draw, I had an image in my head from something that they said on a recent stream about, let me see. I have some myth pictures here about putting makeup and nails on Ina because she's not usually one for getting all dolled up. There they are. This is from Alpha 1. Ina. And I know I have some better pictures. I like traditional art like on paper, but I'm going to try using a tablet. Yeah. Summon the Twinko! Now she's here to draw with me. My origins. She is a mystical two-tailed raccoon. Let me see if I can find. Okay, this is a good picture. Let me download this. Where am I? Sorry for the slow start here. What is this? This is Kita Meki Rider. That's what this is from. Kita Meki Rider. Tikadam, pakadam, pukadam, bam, bam, bam. There you go. This is a good shot of all of them. That way I don't have to use too many different things. I don't have to go too much back and forth between thingamabobbers. Hi, Elizra! Welcome in! Streaming at a time when you're actually awake, right? The tail comes from absorbing its twin in the womb. No, that's not true. That's not true, Blade. My official headcanon. No. No. She's a mystical creature. She just has two tails. Actually, there's she is able to when she tries to go into like a person form, like a humanish form. She splits into two different creatures. Let's see. This is going to be Ina. She's going to be suffering a little bit here in the middle. I haven't drawn a lot of fan art in recent years. I used to be 90% fan art. I used to draw lots and lots of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan art. It's coming out a little chibi, which is fine. My ears are just a little bit pointy. I know, it's great. Yeah, kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Girl. I am a Yu-Gi-Oh! Girl. But I don't play the card game. That's the caveat that I always like to point out. I don't play the card game. I played a little bit of Duel Links and a little bit of Master Duel. Duel Links was nice because of the auto duel feature. But otherwise, I'm just not big on thinking that hard. I'm not good at strategy. Hell yeah. But I love the characters and the story and like the kind of the spirit of it. The card, for me, it was never about the game of it. It was always like they just make up whatever they'll need in the moment, so it's fine. For me, it was more about the characters and how they get over their insecurities and overcome things and people, and Kaiba being very awesome. Duel Links, my beloved, that I haven't played in a while. Yeah, I did make a pretty brutal. I had a very basic Blue Eyes deck that I kind of more or less remade in Master Duel, and it just like absolutely could not stand up against any of the modern decks that my friends made. So whether that was me not being very good at playing or just the deck not being very good, who could say? Who could say? Kita Meki Rider. Okay, I'll decide on her like expression a little bit more later. Let's get like the feel for the composition here. Let's see, we're gonna put Ina here in the middle. This is gonna be Wawa. Why is everyone a Blue Eyes player? Because Blue Eyes is the best. Actually, yesterday, I saw the Japanese released a Blue Eyes like Kigurumi, and I was like, no, I need it, no! Why is it 9,000 yen? I know why it's 9,000 yen, but it still made me like, oh, I want it. I don't need it, but I want it, but I do need it. It looks so cute. It had the little tail and the wings and everything. It was so cute. I also cosplayed Mokuba, which is I don't know. I was gonna not redo. I was gonna make a Dark Side of Dimensions Mokuba cosplay, and I just haven't gotten to it. Although I have everything to do it, I just need to actually do it. But I'm also like working on like 3 other cosplays, so I just haven't gotten that far yet in life. But I intend, and I'll post pictures when I do. Modern decks these days suck, in my opinion. It's more about overwhelming your opponent with the amount of dicketry. Oh, there we go. Dicketry you can pull out in one turn. Yeah. Hololive fan drawing today. Yes, I will be drawing. I had an idea for based on things that they were talking about. The girls were talking about putting nails and makeup on Ina's, and I've been thinking. It's been in my mind the last few days. Like, oh, I could draw that. That'd be so cute. And I just happened to have an opportunity, so might as well get to it. Since I've been doing a lot of like live 2D, like my personal stuff, and it's good. It feels good to get that stuff done, but at the same time, it's like it'd be nice to do some fan stuff too. I'm kind of back and forth, trying to find the balance. Okay, her head is way too big. Pew, 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 pew. And here's a nice thing about digital art tools: you can resize them pretty easily. Let's see. Yeah, no, actually that's pretty good. That's something you can't do in traditional. But if you can draw a head once, you can draw it twice. You know, like if you can do it well once, you can do it again. Sounds super cute. I played my older brother, and his first turn, he like took like 10 or 10 minutes. Thing was pulling out. I'm like, what? Yeah. Yeah. I played once with Vera, and it was like, may I play? Just like taking out all these things that have effects that make you do this and that, and like, but and then if you don't, I don't know. It was just a lot. It was a lot. Hold on, what is she holding in her hand? Oh, okay, I see. She has like the bottle on the other hand. So I like drawing from references. Sometimes I will use, oh, that was probably weird. Sometimes I use 3D models, the 3D pose doll. Because it's just a real easy way to get, well, for me it's easy, but I just like to be able to get the lines and, you know, like where I'm trying to go. Okay, she might actually be two to one side. Actually, let me just resize the whole thing just a little bit, so we have enough room. This is like usually a standard poster print size, and I just use that as my kind of starting point when I draw, because I used to like conventions selling art and stuff. I stopped doing it because it's gotten a little, I can't afford it. It's expensive now, and I just wasn't making any money from it at all, so. But I commend people who freelance. It's not easy. Not easy at all. Meanwhile, I'm here with my Aroma deck. Like, I play my field spell, set this card down, face down, and summon my monster. Yeah. Yeah. I always have trouble, like, getting the card. Like, if I can get this card, and this card, then I will have a crazy combo that will be able to summon the blue eyes. The thing is, I need all those cards to come up. And they never do. They never do. And so I'm just like, just you wait. This card's gonna come and then you're gonna really feel it, and then it just doesn't happen. I'm like, okay, well, I tried. Luck was not on my side. Okay. That's the brush. I still haven't watched the VOD for my birthday. I really need to. And I also need to rewatch Hollow Stars had a concert. And I was there for the live stream, but I was multitasking, so I couldn't really pay attention. So I need to like watch it and actually pay attention. But just like, I might just carve out an entire hour and a half of my time. It's so hard. It's so hard. Wait, you haven't seen your own birthday VOD? Nope, I have not watched it. I have it there. I mean, it's up on YouTube. You can certainly watch it. I have not looked at it though. I mean, I was there for it, so I know what happens. But I usually like to watch it. I like to put in timestamps for things on the YouTube VOD. I'm curious as to how certain things came out, but I haven't looked at it myself. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. This weekend I ended up doing a bunch of other stuff, like in real life stuff. So I didn't. Oh, and I also streamed on Saturday, which I don't usually do, and I might stream this Saturday again. I've just been trying to get a lot of things done. I needed some new shoes and things for work. I just had like a lot of things that I needed to get done. Oh, I think I'm in 720 right now, huh? I forgot to pull up the stream quality. Oh, that's okay, I guess. We're just gonna have to live with that. Something like that. Okay. This one side. I don't want to get too crazy with the art. I'm probably not going to do any background or anything. Just keep it simple, you know? Hands are hard. Hands are hard to draw. Okay, let's see. Her hand probably should be a little bit low on the brush. If the brush is this, and I'll put in the details later. Her finger. Ooh. I should probably just move that over so that I can see. So I'll have to zoom out so far. Okay. On this one, it was much more methodical. Now it's like, I summoned this card, which allows me to summon this card, and that allows me to summon this card, and now allows me to draw a very specific card. Activates, yeah. And then you gotta look at no summon this card from a deck with no restrictions. Blah, 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 blah. And all the 5 pieces of Exodia somehow, yeah. And then it's like, it's also a lot of cards that are just like, if I have this card out in the field, that means you're not allowed to hit me at all ever. And then if you destroy that card, then you also destroy all of your cards. It's like, what? What? Because of you, I'm going to play Master Duel now. I watch. Good luck. Good luck. I don't enjoy that kind of brain-numbing. I'm gonna be real. I played Duel Links because of the voice actors were in the because it's voiced. It is very good to hear Kaiba say summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. But I like Kaiba's Kaiba's English voice is good too, but I love his Japanese voice. It's just that man is just too good. And also Mokuba's Japanese voice is Junko Takeuchi, who's more known for her role as Naruto, but like I just love her. I love her in general. So that was why I was playing Duel Links, not to duel, but to listen to voice actors say that it was their turn and that they summoned the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, yeah. That might be why I wasn't that good at it. I was there for a different reason. There we go. There we go. Fingers are so difficult. Gotta think about. So it shouldn't be so parallel. It's probably part of the issue here. And those cards used to be hard to summon. Now it takes like 1 card effect. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. It's like you want the traditional deck or the cute deck, good luck winning. But your cards are cute. Well, at least your cards are cute. There we go. I'm working hard on this hand. It's difficult. It looks funky too. Hands be difficult. Hands be difficult. I give up on these fingers. I'll come back to it. I think that's as good as it's going to get for the moment. We'll come back and try to fix that hand. There are cute cards that are OP. Oh yeah? But I just want the dragon ones. Let's look at Kiwawa. That might be way too close. Let's move her over a little bit. Yoop. We'll fix it, it's okay. That might be too low. Also too small. I don't know what I was doing. Karibo from the show was the literal ultimate card. Oh, that's true. It was always good to have a Karibo in your deck. I do remember that. From when my brother played the game. He would sometimes just give me his whatever cards he wasn't using, and so I would make a deck out of that. But it wasn't a very good deck, as you can imagine, it being made out of leftover cards. Kitty blap. I gotta edit him a little bit. So as ultimate, let me just summon him and pair him with multiply, and then let me somehow fuse it to your ultimate dragon, which makes it a friggin' melt somehow? Yeah, I don't know. I know least of all. But I mean, like, if it's the card game, I don't know. I really, I've tried to play, but I don't know. My brain's not made to think about strategy like that. But if you want to ask me about like characterizations of the characters in Duel Monsters, I'm there. Let me tell you about Kaiba's backstory. Okay. Let me tell you about Mokuba's backstory and his move from murderous little brother to like sad moe cute brother, because he just wants to help his older brother who did so much for him. Etc. etc. And the differences between the anime and the manga, don't even get me started. They shafted Bakura so badly, and then they realized, oop, he's a main character. Like, yeah. Couldn't stay long, got stuff to do. Hope you have a good day. Yeah. I hope you have a good day in whatever it is that you're doing today, Flame. Take it easy, okay? Kaiba's one of those characters who you're supposed to probably hate as a kid, but his relationship with his brothers always made him endearing to me. I don't think you're supposed to hate him. He's just a very classically a rival character, but he just has that obsessive tendency that actually makes him really fun. I think they try to make him unlikable especially in the dub, but really he's supposed to be like, he's kind of the unyielding rival that will never back down. That's always looking for a challenge. I mean, in the very beginning, like, he creates the Death Tea, and he obsesses over trying to defeat Yugi to the point of like building a murder house and stuff. It's very good. Let's make it look less concentrated. Yeah, it was a little... Doobie doobie doobie. Do I have any good pictures of lava looking to the side. We'll kind of do. Let's see. Let's see. He's very Kaiba is very endearingly like you know, Kaiba's character, I'm rich and you need to know it. You get the, I don't know. I know he's definitely portrayed that way. Cause he kind of is a bit of a show off and stuff, but like it's just like a means so that he can do anything, cause he's just really obsessed with card games. Cause he kind of doesn't care about anyone other than Yugi. It's like as long as Yugi knows. It's not even that he's rich, because he never like flaunts, well, he flaunts his money, but it's never about him being rich. It's always like, I need to defeat you, though. I need to defeat you. You know, I'll use anything in my power to make a situation in which I can defeat you fairly. You know? Because if he was just rich, he would just, you know, he could be more maniacal if it was just about him being rich, because he could just like pay people off or whatever. And while his character does kind of start off that way, especially in the manga, in the you know, by the anime and by, you know, further events, he just kind of, it's not, the rich is just a means for him to be able to have access to like literally anything, a blimp, a tower, host his own card game tournaments, whatever. He's just, his whole being is making a situation in which he's allowed to defeat Yugi on even terms. It's fun to see someone with that very singular focus, you know? He's obsessed with Yugi. He creates a time-traveling space elevator so that he can go to the past, afterlife, so he can fight Yugi one more time. That's how driven this man is. He has a blue eyes, he does. He also has a time-traveling space elevator. Sup, Daddy-O, I bought the majority of your company's stock, effectively making me the owner. Now you're fired. Yeah. Well, that was because his father, and they didn't do that. Well, they kind of did portray it in the anime, but his foster father, or how do you say that? Adoptive father was not great. They were not great. They were not a nice man. And even then, like, if you read the manga, you get his full backstory. His parents passed away, and his family essentially took all of his inheritance and wasted it. Well, pretty much they took all the inheritance from him because he was just a child. He was like not even 12, maybe, or 7. I think he was 7 or so. So his family members took the entirety of his inheritance and then just dropped him off just tossed him to a orphanage. And that's his starting point. That's where he moved Mitsuko Zaburou and all that. So he just kind of has a history of systematic abuse. That made him cold-hearted and singular-minded. Can never get enough of Pegasus going, Kaiba boy. I could actually. I'm not. There's one, I think it's one of the movies, they bring Pegasus back. I think it's in the anime. Yeah, they bring him back for the last arc, and it's like, he literally got killed. He got undone. What are you doing here, bro? We can let that one go. It's okay. I will think of outfits. Not right now. But as far as rivals go, Kaiba's probably my favorite. My least favorite is probably Jack Atlas, because Jack Atlas is just a jerk. Like, if you think Kaiba's a jerk, no. Jack Atlas is a jerk. He literally... He's the one that flaunts his wealth and power. And it's really funny because you say, like, actually does not care. You say it's just like, nice. Good for you. So happy. Let me have my card back, please. Me too. I love Jack. Oh, I can't stand it. I just had back-to-back Ryzeal players. That's one of the best decks right now. That's it. You play a Jack Atlas deck? That's cool. Jack Atlas is such a jerk. He's such a jerk. He's the pompous. To me, he's the pompous show off, not so much Kaiba. Her face is like kind of to one side. Where is my flip the canvas button? It's kind of the central line. So let's kind of fix her face. So that it... So I don't like to draw people facing forward. It's just very difficult. If she's too turned to one side, it doesn't quite work as well. That Arcfiend dragon is pretty nice, though. I guess. But, what's Yusei's dragon? The synchro something? I don't remember, but there's a form of it that's really sparkly and pretty. Synchro whatever dragon. Stardust, there you go, Stardust dragon. There's a very, very pretty Stardust dragon. Look at me do like... Do a lipstick or something there. Alright, let's make it look like Ina. bangs. Oh, those go down further. Let me make her little flap thingies. tentacle, side tentacle thingies. Yeah. The Australian accent, and not once did we ever get a "oh no, oh no." Can we even say he was an authentic Aussie? He really wasn't. His the dub's Australian accent was actually not very good, and it kept slipping into a British accent. It was not the best. Not the best. They just gave him an accent for the sake of making him sound different. It wasn't really into his, it was not embedded into his, like, persona or culture or anything like that, so. Not the best, in my opinion, but. But I watched 5Ds mostly in Japanese. Actually, entirely in Japanese. I think I saw the first episode of the dub and that was it. Because I was like, I just like the silly resonators. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the applause. Hey. Yeah. I love... And 5D is my favorite, is just how absolutely insane Yusei is. Jumping through windows for absolutely no reason. That what always stays in my mind about 5Ds is the episode they're talking about. I think they're called the Enforcers in English. They're team satisfaction to me, but they were going after somebody, and everyone runs up the stairs to get to this dude's apartment. Yusei jumps through the window for absolutely no reason. Like, everyone gets there at about the same time, but he chooses to go through the window, to just breaks a hole and just crashes through the window. Stop right there! Dramatic effect. He was so overly dramatic. Before, like, the events of the actual series. Like, in his past. He was just, like, really unnecessarily... I mean, even in the series, Yusei's just unnecessarily dramatic for no reason. And then he's so, like, stoic and low-key the rest of the time. It's like, what happened? What is happening? The sub is better for 5Ds. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I wasn't crazy about the dub of it. But 5Ds also just has like a really different tone from Duel Monsters. I think that's part of it also. I can't do sub. I'm dyslexic. Words are hard, guys. Yeah. I really like the way that Japanese sounds, and that's why I kind of studied Japanese a bit, so that it would just... Because I feel like, even if just listening to it, and honestly, it's not like it's super... This is a kid's show. It's not like a... Well, except for all the time travel shenanigans, it's nothing super dramatic is going, and that's nothing super like drastic or complicated is going on. You know, I think the most complicated thing is the plot with the, you know, the time traveling and all that. But most of an average Yu-Gi-Oh episode is going to be 90% Ore no tan Dura. Konokawa, blah 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 blah. You know? So it's not, it's among the animes, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually pretty easy to follow. Yeah, 5Ds is Yu-Gi-Oh! Akita. Yeah. Oh, yes, yeah. Yes, yes. Dallie not having a plan, impossible, right? Right? I just... Oh, I haven't saved yet. Let me save this real quick. That would be bad. That would be bad. With Ina Makeover is what we're going to call this. Excuse me. Hi Vera, how are you? Vera, why are you biting people? Why are you biting people already? At least say hi first. Okay, I actually like this Ina face a lot. It's very cute. It came out very cute. Bring this down for the hands. Ish lunchtime. Oh yeah, it is kind of lunchtime, isn't it? I'll eat lunch eventually. Eventually. I might move this over. Let's just erase that actually. Let's try that hand over again. Hold on, let me see. Because it's like, yes, okay. It's like you use one finger here. Or you kind of use your hand here to lift up the hand. While this hand over here is holding a bottle. Ish lunchtime. Ah, she's getting pampered. Yes! This is based on a conversation they had where they were like, they want to... Because Ina's not very girly, so Kiara wants to do her... doll her up one day, and then Callie jumped in and was like, oh, and I can get her nails done. It was more to take her out to get her nails done, but... I just like this idea of her painting that, you know... One doing the makeup while the other one's painting nails. It's cute. Vera always be biting me all over the multiverse. Vera is a biter. Probably. I think that's her love, how she shows affection. That's so sweet. Yes, I figured since I have some time today, I might as well do something other than always working on my own stuff, although I do have lots of stuff to work on. I was a little late starting. Well, not super late, but I was a little late starting because I was trying to make sure I finished. I was trying to finish some, no, I'm going to, I'll do this. There we go. There's no objects on the wrong layer. Okay. Let's move this up a little bit. So it's kind of more in the right place. There we go. That feels a lot better. That feels a lot better. This is why I like digital art, so that I don't have to redraw everything when I mess up. It is. Picture the nipples. I had to add something, otherwise ending with biting me all over sounds extremely inappropriate. Well, you're not wrong. You can't be late to something you didn't originally plan. That's true. That's true. I usually try to stream on Tuesdays at 10 Eastern time. So I started around 10:20 because I was like, I'm going to stream, but I'm going to finish making some shorts first. So I finished the short that I was working on. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to keep up with shorts this week, but it turns out I had a short prepared. I just forgot to upload it. I missed it in the uploads. Hold on, this is looking all kinds of funky. All kinds of funky wonky. Let's fix it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's bring this back. Dallie is never late. She arrives when she's needed, dressed in the nick of time. I hope, anyway. That's the goal. Heroes always arrive right in the nick of time. Has anyone been watching Kamen Rider Zets? It's been so good. I love how absolutely trippy. It's like a trippy... It's a Kamen Rider... and he fights monsters in people's dreams, so it's just real trippy, dreamlike. But usually, like, those trippy dream sequences stuff in other things are usually like really creepy and scary, but this one's like just really fun. It's still really trippy and a little bit creepy, but it's just got this element of fun that I'm absolutely enjoying so much. As long as your shorts are clean, dried, and put away, you'll never be out of shorts. The YouTube shorts. Although I hope YouTube is wearing shorts. We're going into an ad break, by the way, in just about a few seconds, and I will take a pause, and that's what that noise means. I'm going to take a second here and stretch. Actually, let me go get another snack. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. No, I've been watching a lot of Fairy Tail. We'll get back to that in a second. I'll be back. Oh, probably should. You're in closer and closer, and by the way, you're impeding on my personal space. If you're gonna be so secretive, maybe we shouldn't meet in such a public place. By the way, your breathing is so gross. Just so you know, your face, mugged by your bear. All he was teeth and claws. Mugged by your bear. Such high level, such big paws. If you say whether it's really okay, 'cause I'm gonna go anyway. Meet you halfway there, because there's some jerk face doesn't care about anyone, or death threats. Jerk face has a mask. Jerk face, why are you so mean? Welcome back! John Cena in a motivational Honda commercial. I love I love Blade's live tweeting of the live posting about the The commercials. Dallie is one step away from her sub goal. Am I? That is quite possible. My sub goal is 8. 9 out of 10. I see I have 7 subs. I don't know what you're looking at. But yeah. Yeah. I need to make some incentives. Sub incentives. Like, I don't know. Motivational ASMR video or something. Or motivational video in general. Straight from that, it went into a John Cena generic Honda commercial. They're trying to get you from all different angles, you know? From all different angles. I like the flow from Progressive. My Grim Reaper. You're always motivational. Eating ASMR. Oh, sorry. I hope you guys don't have that fear of eating noises. I got a bowl of, nuts. Some almonds. I got some almonds. Just almonds. How do I live without you? Let's see. Oh yeah, someone said something earlier. What was it? I think Ubu and Young Shades. What are you talking about? I've been watching a lot of Fairy Tail. What about Fairy Tail Blade? People have a fear of eating noises? Yes. Some people, like, it's not a fear, it's like a great distaste. Like, it bothers them down to their very core. They don't like eating noises or mouth noises in general. So maybe I should put a trigger warning on this spot. Trigger warning, mouth noises. Mouth noises happen. I don't like how this face came out. the shape of this face. I'm not good at these down angles, actually. I'm actually really not good at these down angles. Like her ear's in the wrong place too. Hashtag ASMR, maybe. Not just hashtag ASMR, it has to be specifically mouth noises. Not all ASMR has mouth noises in it. I can't. Sorry if I bump into my mic. I didn't move it, so it's kind of where my arm is. It's a little bit in the way, but... How's the week treating you guys so far? It literally just started, so I don't know. It's been okay. I got new shoes and they worked really well. My feet didn't hurt yesterday. So that's always nice. For feet to not hurt. I've been kind of disappointed in my feet lately. This is also a hashtag don't get old. I used to be able to wear like crazy high heels all the time. like 2 inches, 3 inches. I used to wear those all the time. Not every day, but like at least once a week. And then, I don't know, between the pandemic and me just generally getting older, I wasn't wearing heels for a while. Because of the pandemic, I wasn't wearing heels for a while. And now I'm putting heels back on, and even with like a very slight heel, if I wear it all day, it messes up my foot so bad. Survived work yesterday, that's an accomplishment, yes. So, like, my foot can't be at that angle anymore. I don't understand why. I don't know what I did to my foot for it to be like, wow, I can't bend that way anymore. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You used to bend this way all the time. And it's like, well, not anymore. Maybe I need more stretching. I mean, it's a foot. How much are you gonna stretch your foot? I think it's just, it cramps up a lot also. It's become more sensitive. So I just gotta not wear, like, if I wear heels, I'd have to limit how long I'm wearing them. I gotta go more for like platforms than heels. Tendons, muscles, and things. I think foot is a lot of ligaments. So, I don't know. I've definitely gotten weaker over the years. I've been giving my feet lots of massages. What is happening with this face? I'm just having so much trouble with this. Let's make her head bigger. The face looks nice, but it's like not the right shape, size rather. Maybe that's right. Maybe that looks better. Oh yeah. Redo. I can't redo the part of me that calls me the truth. Na, 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 na. Meat fibers. Meat fiber? There's not a lot of meat on your feet, though, to be fair. But yes, my feet. I hate it. I hate how that sounded. I very much hate how that sounded. Ugh. Come on, fingers. We can do this. There we go. There we go. We got there. Hello, Pedro 1010. Feet meat. I'm glad that that's where you came in to. Or maybe what inspired you to comment. Yes, the feet meat. Yeah. There should probably be foreshortened a little more. I love her classic Hema cut. It's so easy to draw. Unlike some other hairstyles that are just absolutely cray-cray. I was thinking about how it would be really neat if I could cosplay Haka, Banzai Haka, but like his hair. But his hair. His hair is so crazy. So I'm still thinking about that one. Also, it's just really evolved. And maybe I need to go back and finish some of the other cosplays that I want to do before I start adding more to my plate. we be a little silly and wholesome. Yeah. Excuse the chewing. I am eating a snack. Could be because of your lower back. I was having similar problems, and my doctor said it could be because of the nerves that go from your back to the legs. And that's true. It could be that. It's really like the where the bunions are, that the ligaments there just hurt after a while. Which is why I needed new shoes for work, because the ones I was using. Thanks for following, by the way. The ones I was using just had too much of an angle, and they were hurting my feet. Like, day in and day out, just foot pain when I got home. So, new ones are working out. They're more sneaker-like, and they're more flat. Which means I'm short. I look very short, but at least my feet don't hurt. And that's what really matters. I'm here because Chibi shouted out you yesterday on a stream. Oh yeah, yeah. I was watching him a little bit before I fell asleep. Yeah, Chippy's cool. He plays a lot of games, multiplayer games. He's always like, "Oh, let me know when the next time you want to collab." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." But I don't know. I don't know when I'm free. But we might do like maybe Sonic Racing or something soon, or more Peak. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the future allows for. He also did the same with me. Yeah, he's really sweet. He's really good about shoutouts and stuff. I'm playing one more Peak. One more! I'll play some more eventually. I know it's Peak week, but I gotta find people to stream with me to get the emote. I'd like to do it this week, but I don't know if I'll have time. Like, I'm not streaming on Friday. By the way, guys, no Friday stream. It's most likely not gonna happen, because I will be at a function. So I will not have time unless I stream at like 10 o'clock at night, which is probably not gonna happen, because I usually fall asleep by like 9. That's not great. Okay, this is looking alright. This is looking alright. I just want to put like a thumb pulling back her hair, her tentacle. That seems a little weird. Call Up Escala was so late. Started at 9, ended after midnight. Yeah. For my own health, I just don't do that. Or I do it on Fridays. If it's Friday, that's fine. I think my birthday stream was like that, where I started streaming at 9 because of reasons. Or 8:30, I think. And it was just, I was falling asleep by the end. I was like getting loopy, kind of not sure what I was saying or doing anymore. You know how it be. Let's put this down here, maybe. Oh, so you're one of those early time zones are mean. Yep, you're one of those early sleepers. Good to meet another comrade. Yes, I wake up at 5 in the morning to go to work. Gotta get down on Friday. Yep. Australian friends, 12 plus difference. Yep. Also 12 to 13 hour difference with Japan. Not that I'm from Japan, but sometimes if I want to watch live streams and stuff, gotta get up kind of early. I have woken up at 4 in the morning for the sake of watching like a concert in Japan before. It is quite painful. Oh my god. 5 a.m. I need to go to school. I can't skip class. Yep. Because I'm the teacher. Yep. Yep. It's painful, but you gotta do it. So I'm just used to waking up early. I'm also, I feel like I'm not a morning person. Like, I have a hard time waking up in the morning, but once I'm awake, which takes about an hour, but once I'm awake, I feel like I can get more stuff done. Or even if I'm not fully awake, I have more motivation early in the morning, as opposed to waking up at like 9 or 10 or 11. At that point, it's just like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's already lunchtime. You know? But I think part of it's because, like, even if I wake up late, dinner is still at the same time. You know? So, like, the time between now and dinner and also lunch. But it's easier to move lunch over, but it's harder to move dinner over. I don't know why. It just is. Our unsung hero, thank you for teaching young minds. Yeah! Blade's mom is also a teacher, yeah! Teacher appreciation. I was also a teacher for many years. I taught preschool, which is a lot of caretaking more than teaching. But there is a lot of teaching involved. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I'm a math teacher. Oh, that's cool. So you teach the maths. Kind of that? Okay. I think I fixed that hand a little bit. Let's move this out of the way. I think I fixed it. Kind of. Kind of. I think this can come out just a little. I'm on the wrong layer. Come on, just a little more. I teach the maths. Maths is a romance language of the universe. There was this old silly British comedy thing. I don't really remember what it was. It's just something my brother showed me one time. It was just like, look around you. No, really, look around you. Maths are everywhere. It's something like that. And it's just like, maths. That was the first time I heard math plural. Maths. It's like, what? What? I love talking to, like, kind of older young children and being like, oh yeah, this game, this cartoon, it blows me away when, like tweens, I guess they're about tweens-ish, when they mentioned, like, old things like Naruto, And I'm like, Naruto? I was your age when Naruto came out. How do you know what Naruto is? Why is Naruto still a thing? Do they learn? The babies? Yeah, they learn a lot. Actually, they learn too much. Before you know it, they pick up on mannerisms and things that you didn't intend to teach them. Oops. But yeah, they sure learn. I do a lot of like conflict resolution also, and I remember saying, like, if two kids wanted the same toy, I would like, well, okay, let's go see if we can find another similar toy for you to play with instead of taking that kid's toy, right? And so I would go, we would look, and I'd bring it to the kid and be like, okay, let's do this. So now you don't have to kill Johnny over that toy. Here's one that's just like it. And half the time, sometimes they take it, and sometimes they go, no, I want that one specifically. But it was cute because some of the other kind of babies would see me do that. And sometimes if two kids were fighting, they would go look for another toy for that kid. And I was just blown away when they did that. I was like, oh, you're doing the conflict resolution thing that I did. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you learned something. Oh God, yeah. But you gotta also understand like how kids develop. Very, very young children, or children in general, they don't, the ability to reason doesn't really, their brain doesn't develop reasoning until they're like 7. So when you're working with really, really young children, it's good to give them reasoning and like, how do you say that? Like model it, but understand that it's not really going to click. It's really not going to click just yet. It takes them a very long time to develop that part of their brain. Oh, the empathy, yeah. Guide them, exactly. You kind of model for them, and then eventually they'll have the propensity for it. And it's good if when their brain gets there, that the foundation's already there for them to kind of have that empathy and that problem solving built in already. Huzzah! Alright, let's see that. I remember talking about some Piaget's theory and math problems, yee. What was Piaget's theory? Is that the scaffolding thing? I learned all that stuff, but it's been a while. Let's clean this up a little bit. What were they wearing in this? Just like random t-shirt? The Book of Knowledge hasn't forgotten you. I remember the teachings, but not like what they were called. Like I'm not good at memorizing names. Like if you give a $5 note and ask the child to exchange it for 3 $1 notes. They do. Bye, Chris. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your day, time, evening, whatever it is. I'll see you next time. Hopefully. Because I still can't figure out the value at a certain age. Right. Right, they'll just do whatever you suggest, but Actually, I was tutoring someone the other day, a child, and I was trying to explain them a math problem that they had. Like, they asked me to help them with it, and I didn't want to just give them the answer, so I started leading them on. So I'm like, okay, so if it's this and this, then what do you think about this? And they're just like, 12? And I'm like, can you, like, stop guessing and actually think about it, please? And they just could not wrap their brain around it. So I'm like, okay, just multiply it out and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then they did, and they were just like, oh. But it took them so long to get there. This is why I don't like to do a lot of tutoring. Or things with children in general. But sometimes it's necessary. I love the moments, yeah. But sometimes it feels like it's pulling teeth just to get there. Like, come on. I'm doing everything short of giving you the answer. Just throw me a bone. Think about it. Just lots of things like that. Trying to give writing prompts nowadays, oh my goodness. Kids don't understand punctuation at all. Nothing. I'm like, what is this? I used to write, like, multi-chapter fan fiction at this age. Why can you not write a single sentence with proper punctuation? Why is this so difficult? And it wasn't just like one or two kids, it was just like across the board. So many kids couldn't figure this out. Like, what happened? I do miss tutoring in math. It's been so long. Community service hours in grade school, yeah. Oh, I should give Kelly like nice long nails. Well, not long, but like, I'm not good at drawing nails, but we will try. Let's make it more. You know, probably the pen I'm using is too thick. It's probably part of the issue that I'm having here. Might have to go back over it. Okay. Let's decide how much of this I actually want to draw in. Alright, I don't need those two anymore. Thank you for your services. Actually, I think that's pretty good. Let's crop. Maybe from here? Crop. Yay. Yay. Fanart of the Hololive Girls. Yes, this is Myth. Based on recent streams, because they had like their anniversaries and stuff. And they were saying how Ina's not very girly. Because Callie's always getting her eyelashes done, her nails done. Kiara has a program called Girls Talk where she talks about makeup and stuff. And they're talking about how Ina doesn't really do makeup or get her nails done. So they would love to take Ina out to do those things. I realized that I have kind of... Like, Callie's boobs are usually way bigger than that. We'll see if I can get a good... Okay. I don't want to overdo it, but at the same time I don't want to, like, nerf her too much. I don't think people would appreciate it. Let's do something like that. There you go. You don't want to nerf her? Yeah. Gotta keep it accurate. Not really my thing, but you know, maybe that's something that she likes about herself or something. I don't know. Yay! We got this far. Oh, gonna lurkies. Okay, thank you for the lurk. Thanks for chatting for so long. I appreciate it. And thanks again for the follow, by the way. Okay. As I chew directly into the mic. Okay. Let's start with the Wawa. They all kind of have very similar eye shapes. Oh, this is the wrong pen. I have a pen for coloring and a pen for outlining, and they're similar, but one has more post-correction than the other. Okay. I'm going to use vector layers so that I can fix up the line if I'm slightly off, which happens all the time. There goes Nekarada. Push your pupil closer to the edge. Hiya. Oh, there he is. Fantastic. Yep. And he's so cute. Let's change this to Victor. We can just... That works. What does her sideburns do? I feel like I'm messing them up. I'm using kind of like really blurry photo pictures, so maybe they're a little more like that. Go something like that. I made her ears so round. What happened there? What happened there? I guess that's fine. It's just kind of funny. And she doesn't have earrings, which is interesting. Let me see. Let me look up. Huh. Okay. Okay. Looking up what her earring is supposed to be doing. It's kind of just coming out. And then it's the feather part. There we go. It's something like that. That's fine. It's fine if it's slightly off. It's not. Head seems kind of a little shallow. Maybe I'll round it up a little bit more. Excuse me. Don't forget every now and then to check what your check what the heck your shoulders are doing. I just realized mine were like all the way turned down. It's not good. Gotta pull them a little bit back. No shrimping. That's right, no shrimping. Water. I think the other thing that I will do today after stream is I need to make a drawing hand for my elf model. Which I didn't, because I was just like, I just won't use it for drawing. But now I'm just like, I want to use it for drawing. But there's no drawing hand. So it's just a matter of recoloring it and then dropping it into the Live 2D file. I have to actually do it for it to get done. It's an amazing model, really pops. Thank you. I just like when there's lots of things that move and dangle. And it really gives me like a Majoko feeling rather than like a little witch, like, okay, so like really old magical girls back in the day, like the first ones were like, they were called like witchlings, or kind of, it still means magical girl, kind of, but they were more like, instead of, they would sometimes have transformations and stuff, but they were less about saving the world and more just about girls that could use magic, and so that is what the elf outfit is, kind of more like that. Ah, there's the hat. Thank you. Oh, that brush looks really weird. Let's see if I can't fix this a little bit. Maybe the bristles should not bristle out like that. There we go. That feels more natural. Doody 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 doody. I was kind of thinking of taking the the live version, and maybe putting that version up on, depending on how the sound is, how the audio is, but putting that up on for Spotify, maybe. I was thinking about it, to release that as like another version of the song. Just because I think it'd be really cute. And that way there'd be 3 versions of that song up on Spotify. That would be something. Hashtag why not? Yeah. I had some other songs that I also wanted to work on putting up on Spotify. I just... The issue is not the putting them up on there, it's taking the time to make a...
Oh yeah, you wanted me to speak a little? You want me to speak like this for a whole 5 minutes? You want me to speak like this? I guess I'll have to. What I was saying, I have to make like the album cover or the single cover, and sometimes, you know, it has to be a format that's very specific. Yeah, sometimes, and it takes time, and I want to work on other things sometime, and I want to play games sometime. So it's hard to find enough time for everything. There's too many things. There was just too many things. Are you happy now, Wade? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Ooh, what happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, where is the simplify this one? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, what changed that? Where is switch? Switch that to rounded. Maybe Amelia can lend you her quack. I don't think so. I don't think she's doing that anymore. I think I have to go to Pony, but Pony is a lot more strict. I'm pretty sure Amelia put her quack away. I will have to go to Chloe. She's very, very strict. Or if we're going to talk about magical girls, I have to go to... I have to take Homoa's shield, or I have to talk to Saber Pluto, and she's also very strict. Regardless, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. My prospects for it. But it's okay. One thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. I also want to play Just Dance for a stream. Like I used to do, well, I can do them again, but I used to play Wing Fit. I could still do that. And those end up being very, very short streams. But maybe I need to do that. But the setup is a bit... I want to play Just Dance too, but Just Dance, I need more room. I don't have enough room in my room. I'm a crash into something. I don't want to crash. That would not be very good. But it would be cute. So I need to find some way to make more room. Or rethink where I can stream for Tweety. You know? It's not easy being a cartoon. There we go. Has anyone heard of the Ubu magic? What is the Ubu magic? What do you mean by this? I can ask them. Okay, Vera. Sure. I don't know if they will appreciate that, but... Okay. What is the Ubu magic, Wade? Explain this to me. The magic of Ubu. I think it's really funny, but Actually, when I talk like this to my friends, they hate it, and it's very funny. But I don't do it too much because it's not nice. It's more like for a prank, but they get very tired of me very, very quickly. But it's okay. I'm too cute. I can't help it. I'm just too cute. I can't help it. Let's go up, up, up. Straight to the top, tap, 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 tap. We're going, golden, golden. Wa ah wa pa 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 da pa da bum wa ba ba wa ba wa wa wa. Gonna be golden. Oh well, I was gonna keep going. Gonna be golden. I need to learn the verses of that song. I need to learn a lot of songs. I have a lot of songs on my list to listen to, learn, all that stuff. But, I have a couple ideas of what next year's April Fool's is going to be. I gotta write them down. Dallie is precious. We won't get tired of you. Oh, thank you. You never explained what Uwu Magic was, Blade. What is Uwu Magic? What do you mean? Oh, I never drew Wawa's eyebrows. She got no eyebrows. Whoop. She got no eyebrows. Give it little eyebrows. I don't like the shape. Her head became really egg-shaped. Her head became kind of egg-shaped. Which I guess works if she's a phoenix. But I don't know. It's a copy pasta that was sent to Hololive Idols to read aloud. Oh no. I am not familiar, but that sounds terrible. I'll go look that up later. Some cranberries. From my mom. Interesting. Alright, I think we finished Wawa. Yay! The message is as fun. Oh, that thing! I know what you're talking about. I feel like I'm too far to the left. Hold on, I will read that in just 1 second. Yeah, it's just so... the cringe. Wow, XD, meow, oh, wow, yeah, kawaii. Something like that. Oh, Jesus. Bear is dangerous. Bear is so dangerous. As a mod. That was good. Was it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It helps that I speak Ubu. It's on my resume. I speak Uwu fluently. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's actually not a bad line to follow. Let's see. Scala! Hello, Scala! Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am awake now. I've been awake for about 7-8 hours already. Which is why I'm never awake at nighttime when you stream. I honestly didn't expect Dallie to read it, especially like that. Thank you. I'm not sure how else I'm supposed to read it, you know? The thing is, if something is too cringe, the best way to arm yourself is to lean into it, right? And then people will just, if they can't beat the if they can't stand the cringe, then, you know, that makes you stronger. I've been up since like 4:21. I only woke up at 5. I mean, I have been awake since like 5:45 a.m. Alright, I woke up at 5 o'clock. Excuse me. But, because I'm low-key on call. But they didn't have anything for me to do today, so. I was like, I could go back to sleep, or I could work on things. So, I'm working on things. Yep. Nope. So something like that. So we gotta put in her little thingy. Her tentacle, side tentacles, or whatever they are. Well, there we go. On call, Dallie, undercover firefighter, ambulance cops confirmed. Not quite. Who was getting their makeup done here? It's Ina. Based on some recent Myth anniversary streams where they were saying that they should do Ina's makeup and take her out to get her nails done because she's not very girly. She doesn't ever do that ever. Magical girls fight against evil. Yep. Sometimes I think that maybe I'm actually not an evil fighting magical girl. I'm just like the kind of slice of life tries to make people's lives easier and then like gets into shenanigans because of it kind of magical girl. Like the very classic one, you know? There hasn't been anything like that in the last like 20 years though, so it's a lost genre for sure. Unikiara and Calliope from Hololive. Totes. Because there are magical girls that are like Akazuki and Cha-Cha, and Hime-chan no Ribbon, and probably like Creamy Mommy in them, that are like, they didn't have like a villain. Fancy Lala. There's not like a villain of the day or anything. They just used magic to help people out, and where sometimes Some of them are sometimes a little mischievous, or things go awry because magic, and they're usually young and they don't know what they're doing. So, fun stuff, you know. I don't think I'm familiar. Yeah, because all the series I just named are from like the 80s, 70s, 60s, and 50s. I think Hime-chan is from the late 80s at the very least, or early 90s. But they don't really make them like that anymore. Like, literally they do not. And none of those have been like translated into English, so. That would be why. Yeah. That would be why. And a lot of magical girls nowadays are very shonen. The audience has kind of shifted to more of a shonen, seinen audience, which is kind of gross sometimes. But yeah, that's probably the kind of magical girl that I am. Very classic. Oh, there's a ad break. Actually, I need to get up and move and stretch. My shoulders hurt. Oh. Okay. Let me stand up. Oof. Stretch my legs. Oof. Don't get old. That's all I gotta say. Don't get old. Woo. And the best way to do that is don't stay in the same position for too long. Even if you can, it's good to stretch your body out. Twisting. Slowly twisting. Twisting, twisting. Why do I have so many messages? Shadow weighs me down, but with your radiance, I'll make it through. Maybe I have a little complex, but I just can't stand having to be away from you. I don't want to ever grow up and love what I believe in. What am I supposed to do? Wanna be with you, being myself, you and me and everyone. Hoo-ha. Welcome back. Okay. Oh, hold on. I need that. What are you singing? This is an original song. I was singing along to my song. The song is called A Little Complex. I was making up some of the words on the spot though. Doing a little shooby-dooby-doo. But yeah. Oh, thanks for the follow, Scala. Yeah, if you watch I don't know where I have that song up. If you watch my birthday live, it's up on YouTube. But that's one of the songs that I sing. It's a fun song. It's like an old song that I wrote. But it's just a fun, cute song. How the heck was I not following? I think it's because we don't usually encounter each other in the wild like this. Whoa, Kitty is surprised. Ah, you changed my hair. Thanks for the redeems. That is true.
Hi,
Now I know why the cat is surprised, yes. Vera is 100% sparkly today. Oh my goodness, she's so brilliant. She's shining. You need sunglasses just to look at her. Yatta! The power of 1,000 suns. That's the power of sparkle, baby. Scarlet is 13% shiny sparkly today. Uh-oh. You're still a little sparkly there. The heck? It's random. But Scarlet got a little dirty yesterday. On the power washing, yeah. Yeah, you just need to power wash yourself and you'll be fine, right? Right? Disclaimer, do not ever shoot yourself with a power wash. Gun thing, whatever. Don't do it. You will destroy yourself. Well, that is true. I think I blasted you with water more than I got blasted. I see. I guess I should go watch that VOD later, huh? See the shenanigans you guys got up to. I need to put that on my... I think it is on my wish list. But that is a game that I have been wanting to play a little bit. Just because it's... It just seems very satisfying. Yeah, and I was wearing white and waterlogged my tail. Ah. It is, yeah. Because I was talking to my sister, like, oh, Power Wash is on sale right now. And she's just like, I wouldn't play that game. And I'm like, well, it's just very cozy. She's like, exactly. It's too cozy. It's like a game to watch other people play. Or just clean. No, she said, I would rather just clean things in real life. Like, okay. It is quite satisfying, though. Yep. I mentioned it yesterday. I was like, it was like a VTuber rite of passage to play it. Yeah. I don't know if it was a rite of passage. I think it's just because it's not a super expensive game. It's pretty accessible. It's not like super crazy graphics or anything. It has multiplayer and it's really easy to do while yapping. So it ticks off a lot of check marks. It is kind of weird how satisfying cleaning and restoring really dirty things is. It's true. I don't like to clean, but I like having things clean, if that makes sense. I don't like having to scrub and because you hurt your fingers sometimes. You gotta wear gloves so you don't mess up your nails, blah 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 blah. But when it's clean, when the bathroom's all nice and squeaky afterwards, it's just like, ah, so nice. Everything's nice and sparkling. Hold on, let me see if I could just... Ooh, maybe that was too much. There we go. Yep. Yeah. Yapping was great. Yep. And you can talk without failing at what the game wants you to do. Yeah, because it's not like anything's timed. It's not like it's not like a big skill kind of thing, you know? You're not being timed. It's not how fast can you hit this button or how well can you make this jump or, you know, parry the blow or whatever. It's none of those things. So it's in a way that makes it kind of more accessible. Because I'm bad at that. When it's a skill-based game, I'm bad at it. I'm really bad at real-time anything. Anything real-time. 20 minutes done with the first level. Second level took 1.5 hours. Well, the first level is always like a tutorial, right? That just kind of to get you into understanding how things work, right? And then they hit you with the actual game. Then they hit you with the actual game. Once they got you all feeling confident in your abilities. First level was a backyard. That isn't even the real first level. Exactly. It's like a kind of like a tutorial, or just to help you get comfortable with the controls and such. Dee 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 dee. There you go. Yeah. Ray hasn't cleaned the van yet. Uh-oh. The only thing I know about the cleaning the van is what I've seen other VTubers do, where they they draw inappropriate messages on the van in the dirt and then wipe it off and then realize that everyone can see what they're doing. Let's see. That finger looks incorrect. Let's see if we can fix it. Okay. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Maybe something like that. See if we could like. That's too high. Okay. Do dee do dee do dee do dee. Okay. Oh yeah, I was looking through my old songbooks. I used to study opera. Not to study opera, not for the sake of opera, but it was to study as a vocalist. Voice lessons. And so I went through my books, and I still have all my old music books with all the songs and things, and so I started looking for that. I found my big binder that had all the songs that I actually had to sing and stuff for my grades. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be fun. I fully intend to maybe do a opera singing stream at some point. I think I'm going to enjoy looking for clips from yesterday. Yeah, so that I can show you guys like where I learned to sing and kind of have an idea of why I sing the way that I do. It's interesting. It's very different from singing modern pop music. You know, it's just different. But it's good to learn how to do, because it's really like gives you the fundamentals of resonance and breathing and all that stuff. It's very, very fun. Let's just do it like that, like her hand is back here. Something like that. I don't know. Hopefully that looks correct. So, oh, I was on the wrong one. maybe that's okay. I don't know. Okay. Nope. This feels a little funky here. The angle's a little off. The zoom button is right next to the edit vector button. So sometimes I zoom in while I'm trying to move things around. Hidden details, yeah. So what are you drawing with? Screen tablet? It's a screen tablet. I use a XP Pen Artist 12. So not a gigantic, it's like the 10 or 11 inch tablet. It is a screen. It's nice. It's got like a maybe a little more budget friendly price point than say the Wacom's of the same size. Cons might be like if you want super accurate colors, it's got a very warm tone. So the color accuracy is not super great if that's something that bothers you. For me, it doesn't bother me that much. Also, you can just, like, if it really bothers you, there are like programs you can use to calibrate it, you know? But for me, I'm not like illustration's kind of my secondary hobby. So if it's slightly off, it doesn't bother me that much. Plus I have a second monitor that I can check my colors against anyway, so it's not, for me it's not a big deal. Better than my old bamboo fun Wacom. I do have a bamboo also. That's actually how I learned how to draw digitally. I do have a bamboo. I still have it. Where did I put it? It's over there. It's over there. I don't have the drivers on this computer because I just haven't used it in a hot minute, but the old one from circa 2000, like 2003, 4? I don't remember when I got that one. I think mine is like 22 years old. I think mine was the Bamboo Creative, something like that. But yeah. And then my sister has the Graphire, which is even older. But that was actually the one that I learned. And then when we got our own separate computers, well, we had a computer and a laptop or something like that. We got the Bamboo. Welcome back, Flame! Okay, yeah, the same one then, yeah. Also have the super old Graphire. And that one had a mouse that you could use on the tablet portion, which was not super great as a mouse, but it was nice for like traveling. We didn't need more than one mouse, especially since I think that laptop only had like 1 or 2 USB ports, so it was nice to have like an alternate mouse to use if we needed more USB ports. I think I only lost the mini mouse for it. The mini mouse. It was like a normal size mouse, I don't know. But it was not super responsive, if I remember. I had to mow the backyard, it was so hot. Oh no, get some water, take a break. I know, it's been actually too hot for me to mow. I managed to mow the lawn last week, I think. But for my front yard, it's just been too hot. I've been having to hire someone else to do it. It's been that bad. I just like physically can't. Especially with my asthma, I hate to spend money like that, but like I literally cannot breathe outside, so So, you know, them's the breaks. Usually wait till twilight for yard work. Yeah, I prefer to do it in the evening. But sometimes there's just a lot of things going on in the evening. Gotta clean the dishes and take out the trash and, you know, also tired. Summer should be over. Never! Yes, please. Summer lives on in our hearts. In my hearts. For me, anyway. Where is a good art of the Cowie? I don't know if this is a good art of Cowie. Whoa, what happened? Let's try again. Let's yank down the polar vortex. Well, I'm fine with it being like a little on the warm side. This morning it was cooler. A little bit cooler. It seems like it's getting warm out there now. It was supposed to rain. I don't know what happened to the rain. It got real dark. Maybe it rained a little bit. But I didn't hear it. I mean, it cranked down Earth's thermostat. Well, unfortunately to do that, it has to do with ozones, and we kind of already janked them up, so... So, it's a little difficult now. And by we, I mean, like, the citizens of the Earth, not you and me specifically, because... we really didn't. I don't want to be a dragon popsicle. Yeah, I'd rather be hot than be cold. And most people would disagree, and I think that's valid, but I feel like if I'm hot... Well, it's not good for the computer, but I feel like for me, I can just put on lots of fans and, like, survive a little bit, eat lots of ice cream and cold things. I feel like I'm more functional in the heat than in the cold. The heat doesn't hurt as bad. Don't tell me you freeze like an iguana. Oh. Dragons cold-blooded like iguanas? Oh, the underneath of the one called flame not wanting the heat. Yes. That's right, because you're already hot enough, right? So you need something to cool you down? Is that why? I froze for over 1,000 years or so. Ah. Sounds tough. I don't function in the cold and everything starts to hurt. I don't enjoy that. At least if I'm sweating, my joints don't hurt, you know? I'm sweaty and stinky, but my joints don't hurt. I can still move around. I don't feel like I'm dying. I can always become nocturnal. When it's cold, it's like, forget it. Unless the sun is out. I'm not getting nothing done. What program are you using to draw? I'm using Clip Studio, Paint, Pro. This is Clip Studio 3, I think. I think this is 3. I use the Pro version. I was grandfathered into it. I've been using Clip Studio since it was called Manga Studio, so I got a discount. Let's see. EX version 3, yep. They have a more affordable, like just the regular version, but I used a lot of the tools in the 3D and some other stuff, so the Pro version just made more sense for me. I used to share it with my sister. Now she has her own license. But yeah. I am nocturnal, but business hours force me to conform. I'm not a morning person, but I prefer to be awake in the morning, if that makes any sense. I'm inconsistent. Sometimes I'm nocturnal, sometimes I'm not. I think that would mean that you're not nocturnal, you just are sometimes awake at that time. I'm not nocturnal. I get so sleepy. I don't like being awake. I don't like the dark. I get spooked too easily. I'd rather be I wake up with the sun, you know? If I don't get enough sunlight, I don't function very well. I am a morning person. Congratulations. The people I live with, or like a lot of my family are morning people. But not me. I have to wake up earlier. Because it takes me so long before I'm functional. And there have been times where I wake up and my mom comes up to me and she starts talking and then she goes, well, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm not awake yet. I don't know. Huh? So to cope with my lack of morning ability, I just wake up a little bit earlier when I can. But then I feel like I can get more done if I wake up early versus waking up a little later and staying up late. Like, I feel like I just get more done in the morning. You raise the sun. So, oh yeah, because she's sunlit scholar. That's true. I see. That coffee art Dallie before coffee, Dallie after coffee. Exactly. That was actually a meme. I posted it on Twitter also. I would have never guessed the person with sunlit in her name would be a morning person. Wow, can you imagine? What are the chances? What are the chances? I wish I were a morning person. If I were a morning person, I'd be truly unstoppable. I'd be truly unstoppable. Sarcasm intensifies. That's your sarcasm laser. Yeah. Actually, the idea of like a sun deity being really sleepy sounds really cute to me. I will hydrate. Well, I've almost gone through my entire bottle of water. That's kind of crazy. Does this mean you're an Alolan Phoenix? Is Flame a Pokemon? I don't understand Vera's question. It has to do with Flame though. But the idea of like a sun, like quote unquote deity or such that would be like really sleepy, just takes naps in the sun. Naps in the sun are great. I used to have a dog growing up and he used to love to nap in the sun, especially when he got older and his arthritis got really bad. He would always look for the window, and he was blind, but he would always look for the window that had the like sun coming out of it. And he would just lay down right there, right in the sun. I guess because it helps his joints, but... But naps in the sun are like so good. You ever go to the beach and like just get absolutely roasted by the sun and the water? You get so sleepy, and then you just like close your eyes and nap not in the sun, because then you'll definitely get burnt to a crisp, but like get under the umbrella and then just kind of like just close your eyes for a little bit. I sometimes do that while in the water too. It just feels very nice, especially when the water's rocking you back and forth. I might be sleepy. We're talking Pokemon in the chat. Fairy Ponyta? Ice Shanshu and Fairy Ponyta. I'm so out of touch with Pokemon. This burp is still a fire. I just prefer the cooler times, as I'm already naturally warm. Yes. Ranger was the best good boy. He was. He was very good. Ranger was my dog, by the way. My childhood dog. That lived to be almost 20 years old, by the way. He lived a long, long, long time. It's morphin' time, yeah. Strangely enough, I did not name him. His name, he just came named Ranger. Which is really funny, because I actually did love Power Rangers growing up. So, I think it was meant to be. They probably meant Ranger like he was like a little ranger, like a forest ranger or something. Because he was kind of like a guard dog, kind of. He was tiny. He's a Lasso Apso, so he was absolutely minuscule. He would bark at anybody who came near the property. And then he would jump on them and ask and say hi. You know, like he wasn't mean. He was really nice. Unless you were another dog or a cat. He once tried to fight the local cats and usually lost. And usually very much lost. He was very territorial, but I think that was normal for his breed. And sometimes he forgot that he was small, and he would fight bigger dogs than he was. Yeah. But he was sweet, as long as you didn't like pull his tail. He didn't like very small children. They were not kind to him, but losing to local cats, what a goober. Yeah, because he'd try to stand up to them, right? And he'd be like, you don't scare me. And then they would just like, they would have like that moment of a standoff, and then the cats would just go, and he would like jump back, and then he would get upset that he got startled, and he would bark at them. And he'd be mad. I don't know. I just knew that he was mad. You could just tell. And then he would run away sometimes. If they didn't flinch, he would run away. But you could get the sense that he wasn't happy about it. It was funny. He was a funny dog. He was so picky about food. He loved chicken. Chicken nights, those were his favorite nights. He would sit around the table waiting for us to give him some chicken. We didn't give him chicken because you can't feed dogs chicken like that, especially not on a bone. But sometimes we'd take a little bit, like half a chicken or so. We'd cut it up and put it with his dog food. And he was the happiest dog on earth. On chicken nights. Hope he gets all the chicken in doggo heaven, yeah. I still have a lot of photos of him around and stuff. Not a lot of photos, but I have them. This was the age before digital cameras, so I do have a couple digital photos of him hanging around. No, her hair's not straight like that. draw out what this is going to look like. Oh no, that's too much. Nope. Something like that. So we edit this curve a little bit. Why did it snap like that? There we go. Speaking of eating, I might stop in the next half hour or so, 20 minutes to half hour to eat lunch. I'm getting hungies. I'm getting hungry. Maybe I'll exercise today, I don't know. I haven't been exercising lately. It's hard to exercise when you get home. I don't get home late. I get home at a reasonable time, but then I'm so tired. I just want to shower and sleep, but then I have to cook. So I shower and cook, and then at that point I'm just like ready for bed. I'll watch a stream or do a little something, but not a whole lot. Pandemini. Go straight in. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah. Lean against the sink like you're doing a wall push-up. Lift each knee up to a high march. Repeat till each leg gets lifted 20 times. You don't think it's a workout. By the time you reach 20, your legs are feeling it. Yeah. I do. I'm kind of lazy, so for my workouts, I like to do things that are games, so like Just Dance, Ring Fit, because those are workouts. Like videos are good too, but I like things that let me take my time, kind of give me very good and clear instructions on how to do stuff. Oh yeah, gamified workouts, yeah. Those work the best for me because I'm usually not very motivated, but if I can just turn it on, it'll just tell me what to do without me having to like decide. That helps. The less that I have to think about and decide, the better and more likely I am to do it. Maybe Beat Saber would be good for you then. Yeah, maybe. I don't have that one. Well, that one's cool because it's also music. A music game. But, yeah, I've been doing Ring Fit and Just Dance lately. Just Dance is cool because it's like dancing, because I feel like I'm actually dancing like an idol. Not really like an idol, but like, you know. If you do the K-pop songs, it feels very, like that. Highly recommend. What's Beat Saber for? Is it for, like, anything? What console is that on? Oh, this came out really cute. Aww. This came out really cute. Quest VR headset. Ah, okay. Well, maybe one day I'll get into the VR stuff. I am extremely interested, or not interested, like, I want to do this, but I'm very curious about VR and, like, what's it called? VR chat and that kind of thing. Not sure if it's playable elsewhere. Might be interesting to look into. I am curious about it, but I don't know how well I would do in VR. If I was allowed to run around and slash about at the air with a sword, I'd totally smash workouts. Nah, instead I'm labeled a maniac or a local crazed terrorist. Yeah, well, I mean... I never expected to get into VR, but I was able to get a headset on a good sale. Oh, that's good. Maybe in the future, if I get a slightly more stable job and get like a little more stabilization, then now I can like think about it more seriously. It's interesting. Oh yeah, holiday sales are coming. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, her face is kind of to one side. Her eyebrows are kind of to one side. Let's fix that. There we go. That looks more. That looks a lot better. Let me stretch this out a little bit. There we go. Might even squish this eye down a little bit. Move that over. Help with the symmetry of her face. I've always wondered what VR is like. Yeah, me too. VR is an interesting experience. Motion sickness was surprisingly not too bad. Okay. I've heard different varying things. Like some people get super motion sickness, some people aren't motion sickness at all. I think it's just something that you have to experience to find out. Because I honestly don't know. I don't know how that compares to like tolerance for motion sickness in car trips, like on cars. Because I know for like my sister, she can't do anything while in a moving vehicle like a car or a plane. She can't do anything. All she can do is like sleep or stare out the window. I can do a little bit as long as I'm not too concentrated in it. Like I can do a little bit of reading or writing, but it depends. So I don't know about VR, if that's going to be too trippy. All these years of being told not to stand too close to the TV just for someone to invent goggles with a screen. Yep. Also depends. Well, that was mostly because the cathode ray tubes were like blaring lights into your eyes, which is not always good. I climbed a mountain in VR. That was a little scary. Oh dang. If you can be body aware, it helps. I get motion sick in cars, and VR I'm fine, as long as the motion in VR isn't too fast when sliding around. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I would just have to experience it to see. So, one day. one day I'll look into it. I am curious because there's also like VTuber things you can do with it, like VR chat and that kind of thing. So that would be an interesting experience. I fell off said mountain multiple times. Oh, good gravy. I get enough of that with Peak. That's fine. I don't need that in VR. I don't need that to be virtually feel that. I can do some sliding too if it's slow to moderate. Yeah, I think it's the speed definitely does make a big difference. Speed of motion. Moving fast, kokoro. There we go. I kind of like this. Peak should totally have a VR. They should. They really should. I feel like it's almost kind of built for it already. The way that it's rendered. But alas. Although, like, the only thing about Peak is that it's very wibble wobbly. It's very easy to just slide off of things. It's just very, like, constantly, like, kind of sliding hither and thither. So I do see that as being a little bit of an issue, probably. We can use this one for color tones. Wow, they're all white as heck, huh? They're all kind of white. Whoa. This one has a lot more. It would be so fun. Yeah, sure. Among Us has VR. The 3D Among Us, I think, is developed by a different people, but I've seen it. It's interesting. I don't think, I don't know. I don't think it's for me. Although it's definitely interesting. I would be willing to play. I don't know if in VR though. But let's strip from here. Publisher is Inner Sloth, so if that is different from the OG creator. I don't know the names. I just heard that it was from a different team, but I mean, it's essentially the same game, so. They're kind of all the same color. Oh, was Kelly even lighter? Let's see. I guess she is a little more yellow tone. That's gonna be more. I wonder what a VR stream would look like. How does one see chat? I think they're depending on the game, because I've seen people do it. It depends on the game, but there's like a widget or a window that you can set up in the VR thing where you can see a version of chat on the side. And I think you can make it kind of semi-transparent so you can see it. I've seen it in VR chat. I don't know how that works in other things. Other games. I don't know. I guess it probably would also depend on the game. How it's programmed. Something like that. Amelia used VR to swing around swords and accidentally punch the wall. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's always, that's the other thing I'm scared of, like breaking things in real life. I think I could rearrange my living room enough that I wouldn't run into anything, but if I wanted to stream it, that would be difficult. I'm already having that issue with just 3D streams in general. Like, to move around, I don't have a whole lot of space. For my birthday, I was like mostly standing in one place for my birthday live, so it's like, yeah. It's a little challenging. The walls in my hand have seen better days. Oh no! Need at least a 6-inch buffer away from things that are hip, high, or taller. Yeah, I don't know. We do our best, but sometimes that's easier said than done. I'm just trying to find a place on her face that isn't. No, I feel like Ina's too pink. Maybe I should have made them all yellow toned. Oh, those are the same color. Okay, let's do this. Lock the alpha. But bam! Everyone's the same color now. There you go. They all have very similar skin tones, so it makes sense. Just make them all the same. I would like to see, I know Santa had different skin tone. Oh, I forgot to do something. But it would be nice to see more different skin tones in Hololive again, you know? Like, there's so much white. Let's get a little color in there, please. 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 Because it's not like there aren't darker skin tones in Asia. Well, because they're Asian, no, there's darker skinned people in Asia. They do exist. They will try to convince you that they don't, but they do. Let's throw them a bone, please. The interwebs, but what about the outer webs? What about the outer webs? What's happening over there? Oh, there's my commission info. Commissions are open. I do art. If you want something that's not listed on my VGen, you can request it and message me and we can figure it out. But I also have live 2D rigging and model commissions on there as well. Yes. Who do I color first? I feel like Wawa's going to be the most difficult to figure out. Because she's got like all the... I guess they all have kind of hair gradients. Kelly might be actually the easiest to figure out. Okay, I like to use an off-white because it just makes the colors stand out better. I don't like to use absolute black or white. Although I do use absolute black for that line sometimes. Like in this case. Just because it's easier. Just curious, how much do art commissions usually cost? It depends on what it is. It can range, I think the cheapest ones I have out there right now are like 20 bucks. And it's an illustration like kind of like this. It depends on what it is. If it's something that I can just kind of take about a day or so to just kind of get it out, it takes about 20 bucks or so. Depending on the complexity, if you want more characters, then I charge a little more. I forget how much it is exactly. It's like 10 bucks extra or 5 bucks extra per extra character, something like that. I have it on my VGen. And it might also be written on my Ko-fi. Just VGen has I do have commissions on Ko-fi, but Vijin just has like a nicer formatting for it. So it's a little easier to do on there. But Ko-fi is also available. What is the 500 million smackaroos? What is the conversion from smackaroos to USD? I don't know. That is a great question, citizen. Smackaroos. Don't call me citizen like you. Some higher up. That's like from Megamind. I love you too, random citizen. Something like that. Megamind is a fun movie. Oh boy, look, a plane! I love when movies are silly. Like, if a movie is like comedic. Oh, we got that witch hat back. I love when comedy movies don't take themselves too seriously. I feel like they end up for the better that way. Who do I start with? Is it a plane? Is it a bird? No, it's Superman! Bam, 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 bam. She's got a lot of colors in her hair. Let's try to find a tone around here that kind of works. Did I say plane? I mean conveniently timed destruction! Yes. Very good. Very good. Her hair is just back there somewhere. Her flappies. Gotta rewatch the Hollow Stars concert. It was very good. But when I watched it, I was multitasking and also playing D&D, so I couldn't really pay attention to it. So I need to go back and really, really watch it. Blast the volume up high. I just love all the performers from cover. They're just all so good. You play D&D, cool, yeah. That's why you'll never see me, or very, very rarely see me stream on Saturday nights, because that's D&D night. So I'm usually playing D&D. I have a lot of art here and there of my half-elf paladin, although he's in his emo phase currently. His name is Lafavel. I used to draw him a lot. And then I started... I bet you're magical in D&D too. Yeah, I play a paladin that uses magic, so yes. I mean, he also smites things. Which is kind of bad. It's divine magic. Divine magic is still magic. He's very... I guess he is very magical boy. He's just very, he's a mama's boy, kinda. He's very devout. Emo paladin, so it's sad divine magic. Yes! Well, right now it's sad. Because he had a crush. It didn't go well. Let's just say that. It didn't go very well for him. So, you know, we'll see what happens. It's kind of, it's still in development, so. Yeah, he still believes in his patron, though. He still believes in his goddess, but yeah. Maybe questioning his life choices. Let's just say he had a crush that turned into a crush. Yeah, that crushed him. Oh yeah. Except they're still friends? Question mark. Yeah, that's easier said than done. He made a mistake. Let's just say that. Noted. It's fun. I enjoy that kind of drama and stuff. So we play very, very dramatically. With a lot of interpersonal conflicts. Which means we don't get very far, but it's very interesting. Oh yeah, and he's also a noble, which is like the root of most of his conflicts with people. Is that he's a rich boy. Let's do a little bit of makeup for Inya. Let's see. I have this nice smudgy brush. Let's do something. Like a smoky. Noble background, so let me guess. Parents with far too many high expectations. You know it! And then he's half elf, so his mom's a full elf. Oh, I forgot about the ads. More on this at 11. Hold on. I will take my break in just a second. Let me do a little this, a little smudging. Something like that. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Half elf, so racism too. Yes, of course. Of course. Oh, let's stretch the legs a little bit. Let's stretch them upward. Hey-ya. Oh, it's almost been 3 hours. Good gravy. Or it has been 3 hours. Wow. I should probably finish up soon. Most real thing in fantasy is always the racism. Yeah, it's not usually like one-to-one. But, I mean, the idea of oppressed or, like, prejudice, you know, that's something that's in any culture, in any race, in anywhere, you'll find that kind of pattern of minority oppression and intolerance and that kind of thing. So those are just the kind of... Welcome back from the ads. Yeah, I was just talking about racism in D&D. It's a thing, kind of. Kind of. Maybe this should be more purple. Well, I'll keep note of things for my own world building, yay. But, his deal is more, his mom is elf, is a full elf, and she's also like a priestess, so she really wants him to do all the traditionally elf things. And his dad's like a human. He wants him to just find his own kind of like do the entrepreneurial thing, or just kind of find what it is that he wants himself in life. And so he's kind of stuck between the human, oh boy, racism, count me in. And yeah, of course. I was saying, like, racism, you like, and regardless of the setting or like time or place, like that kind of thing, it can exist anywhere in all cultures, you know. So unfortunately, but it's also, you know, that means you can, you know, in any kind of story, it's very easy to include because it's something that's almost, for some reason, universal. But yeah, so my character in particular is very, he is kind of torn between the two sides of his family. The elven side that's more traditional, and then the human side that's more like, you know, go find your own lot in life, whatever you want to do, you know. But also they live in like this kind of noble world, so he's also trying to like keep up appearances. He wants to like be able to sort of fit in, or I don't know, but yeah. But right now he's currently not doing any of that because he's decided to become an adventurer. Yeah. Most common things in culture: music, songs, folktales, and racism. Yep. Yeah. Try to make this look less like a bruise. Let's blend that in. Blend. Blend. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. And doing drugs, that's pretty common in cultures too. Yeah, for some reason. Sure. People sure like their escapes from reality. Yep. All right. I say all right, so I can start wrapping up, but don't want to wrap up. But I'm hungry. But I want to keep going. But I'm hungry. But I want to keep going. But I'm hungry. We humans are very smart. We poison ourselves for fun. Yep. Yep. Well, I mean, it has an effect, right? It has an effect. I think humans just like to escape reality that we've already made for ourselves. Let's fix the tire there. Do. Not have it here. There we go. Kind of don't like how the makeup came out. I might do it over. Let's do it over again. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it ended up looking. Let's not mess up our paint bristles or brush bristles. Fun fact, Jerkface is my favorite song of yours. Thank you! That makes me happy to hear. That makes me really happy to hear. People have been telling me different things. Some people really like the Gary You Jerk. Some people like this one. That makes me happy. If I could create songs that people can enjoy and connect to. Yeah. Jerk face, why? Oh, jerk face. Jerk face. I wrote jerk face after watching the first season of Free Iwatobi Swim Club. It was just very, this was like a character that was really mean, like just always upset for no reason. I'm just like, there's always that character that's like that though. They're just always the jerk for some reason. I'm like, why is that? That's because it's a trope. That's the trope. Okay, I like that a little bit better. I think I'll also put a little bit over here too. But Gary was a big enough jerk to get his own song. Yeah. I think that song came first. The Gary You Jerk. That song might have come first. And it was, I believe my sister was playing Leaf Green? Fire Red? One of those? Fire Red, I think. And she she was upset at Gary in the game being hard on the kids, on the younger trainers, for like he was refusing to give anybody a badge or whatever. So she's like, he's so mean. So we wrote that song together. Of course, he's kind of a jerk in the anime too. But I had decided to stick more to the game continuum for that one. Otherwise, it gets kind of confusing because they get kind of different. Let's see. All right, looking at the time, I really ought to go eat. So, thank you guys so much. Let's see who is streaming. Is anybody streaming? Anybody got any suggestions? Great. Who's streaming right now? A bunch of other people are streaming art. Let's see who in my followers are streaming. I don't really got too many other people. Any suggestions from chat? Let's see. Anybody? In Discord servers. Anybody in Discord servers? Or anything. Doop doop doop. I'm not sure. There's a spud. Mrs. Suck or Spud Armstrong. I've seen Mrs. Suck in Sig streams. Let me look. Penguin Queen Lucy. Let me see. Let's see. What are they doing? Let me see who I vibe with. She's just chatting. Wow, she's covered in a... Nope. Nope. Let's see. Who else? Moody Caron. Let's see. Penguin Queen Lucy. Let me look. Oh. Aussie Bogan Hero. What are they doing? They're playing a game. Oh, okay, that's the game. Aussie Bogan Hero. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And there was the other suggestion. Moody Caron. Let's take a look and I'll decide. Silent Hill. Ooh, Silent Hill. Interesting. You can decide any, mini, miny, mo. Yeah, she's your friendly neighborhood afterlife guard. That's cute. She's very cute. Let's see if the other one. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm so bad at this. They have about the same number of people. So any, many, miny, mo, touch a tiger by the toe. If it hollers, let him go. Any, many, miny, mo. My mom told me to pick the very best one, and you are not it. We'll do Moody Caron. This time, but I will put the others in my. Why are you biting, Vera? Stop biting. She's a favorite. No biting, Vera. Unless you have a suggestion. Vera taking a nibble before getting rated. Yeah. All right, we're gonna rate out to Moody Caron. What is happening on her stream? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I don't know what my schedule is gonna be this week yet. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'll probably stream on Saturday, most likely around 2 or 3. Other than that, I don't know. We'll find out. No stream on Friday though, so. Otsukarasama deshita. Mata ne. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Copy the raid message.